Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Hewitt's Spelling at Home. So this is the Key Stage 2 session. I've got a new root word for you today, and then we are going to build some words from that. There's always one or two words which do feature in either the Year 3, 4 or the Year 5 and 6 spelling list, because that's the reason we're doing this really, is to help you learn your spellings as well, and also hopefully get you to become more interested in words and for you to practice some of those spelling rules which come up again and again and again. So it's not just about learning the one word or the couple of words that are in that list, it's about learning those rules which you can apply lots of times. So our root word, our root morpheme today, I should say, is this, cret. Okay, and that is from the Latin separare, which actually means to separate. So all the words that we look at today are going to have this in the middle, and they're all something to do with sort of separating out. Okay, so that's our meaning, but our etymology part of where it comes from historically. So the next part of the session is where I put the morpheme frame up to the video camera. You can pause the video and then you need to build your word sums by adding together the morphemes. Okay, so we move across. Remember, you can go in always this direction. You don't have to use all of them, but they will build longer words the more you put together. When you do add different suffixes on, you will possibly need to make some changes to some letters. They're the spelling rules that we practice every time. So once you build that long word, it might be that you need to change an E to an I or drop the Y. Some of those spelling rules about adding suffixes, but we'll talk about them when we do our word sums afterwards. So get ready now to pause the video. Okay, and let's see how many words you have managed to make. There's one that we use a lot, which is from this one, the secret. Okay, so with that sec bit meaning sort of on your own or without anything else. So secret, we're talking about sort of being the only person knowing that thing, and that cret bit meaning obviously to separate, or it's something that's separate from everyone else. So we've got secret, and you can have secrets and secreted even. You do say, you know, you secret something away. It can be a verb as well. So here I've got secret and secretly. Okay, so again, don't forget, obviously, it does sound like the E sound, but we don't have it with the E on the end. It looks like secret, doesn't it? But we do sometimes say secret. Secretly. And then this one is secretary. And unless you've actually really studied that word, you probably wouldn't have thought that the word secretary is actually related to the word secret. But it is literally kind of the person that keeps the secrets, the person that has that knowledge. And that's historically from a secretary being that one person that would look after their bosses or their managers' affairs sort of thing, you know, look after all those things. They would have all that knowledge and only them, and they would look after all that. So they are like the keeper of the secrets, the secretary. Taken obviously a bit of a different meaning in our modern day, but that's where that comes from. So the airy bit there meaning the person, and then secretarial would be describing the jobs that they would do. So the secretarial jobs we tend to talk about being like the administration tasks. But you can see here where we've got the EL, we've had to change that Y to an I to add the al at the end. So that's one of our spelling rules. Okay, next section we've got the discrete. So we've got discretion, discreet and indiscreet. Discreet again, that dis meaning kind of off or away, so you separate something away, it is discreet from everything else. Or if you're very discreet, it means you're good at keeping those secrets and keeping things to yourself. So we've got discreet there. And discretion, again, you act with discretion, so that's just the sign of the noun of being discreet. And then indiscreet is when you are not very discreet. It means you go around blabbing everything. You can't keep secrets. Okay, so we've got discreet there, and then the ones at the bottom we've got excretion. Okay, so excretion, if you excrete, ex meaning out, so it's actually kind of that separating out. Your excretion is also sometimes your poo. Okay, so that's where that comes from, but you can excrete other substances as well, like sweat and things like that. So but yeah, it tends to be talking about waste and kind of separating out the bit that you don't want. So that's a little extra bit of information for you there. And then at the bottom I've just put there secretively, just because that's a useful spelling that we do sometimes know. So secretary is actually your word that is on the 5-6 spelling list. So that's one that I do want you to use in your sentence when you're writing at the end. And then if you want to pick another one, maybe discretion or secretively, words that you might use in your writing, that's a really good chance for you to kind of practice those words. And again, remembering my favourite bit there with the Ian and the shun, because our root word has a T, all our shun words here are T-I-O-N. So the excretion and discretion, the shun bit is a T-I-O-N because the root is cret and that has a T at the end. Okay, so they are all our words. It's off to you now to write your sentences, and I will see you back here tomorrow with another root word. Okay, take care, bye.